it's an essential part of treatment, isn't it, really?
Well, it's vital. And it's still happening. Colleges are still training that it's contraindicated, which is some colleges have started to train level 3 students into cancer touch therapy. Not enough. But why is an amazing question, isn't it? And so I asked why. So I'm not very good at being told no. So I don't know why my dad used to get really mad with me now. But anyhow, so I thought, well, I don't understand this. And I think if you don't understand it, it's to your point, Susan, is why don't we ask why? So I was very fortunate because I had some contacts in the Mermaid Centre, which is the breast cancer unit in Cornwall. And I went and asked them, this is happening. Why would that be the case? And they went, there's no reason why that should be the case. And I started to do some unravelling. I spoke to some amazing specialists, surgeons, oncologists, and went on basically a mission for 18 months working with, I worked with Mark Innes was involved, and a beautiful woman, Laura Brodie, who worked with me for a while, who is amazing. But together we created a touch therapy for cancer training course. And the real defining moment for me, well, there were a couple. Number one was I went and spoke to some people at Macmillan who basically said it's illegal to turn anybody away from a spa with cancer because it contravenes the Equality Act 2010. And the minute somebody's diagnosed with cancer, they're registered disabled. I don't think a lot of people know that. Wow. And, well, there you go. So they don't know that. So you're protected. You have employment protection rights. You've got all sorts of rights to be treated equally. So that was a sort of light bulb moment for me. And then I sat in the cove, which has been created by Macmillan at the Royal Cornwall Hospital, with a beautiful, fantastic, one of the finest breast cancer surgeons, I think, in the UK, Polly King. And she's got quite a presence. And she sat there with this training manual that we'd put together. And when you sit with somebody and they don't say anything, and she's sitting there, I'm sitting there with my coffee, she's turning the pages, not a word, not a sound. Anyhow, she after 10 very quiet minutes, because she's very thorough, I'm thinking, she shut it and she went, this is epic. And
wow.
And I'll never forget that moment. And it was just like, yes, Thunderbirds are go. Here we go. We can really make change. And that was the start of it.
Yeah. So when you say the start of it, what was the start of it? Was the start of it the treatment, or was the start of it? Because obviously you've now developed products around the whole treatment, and how did it all evolve?
It's another brilliant question. So I was heading up the spa, as well as running weddings and all sorts of other things at Veen Hotel, where I was. And in the midst of that, I've got two very beautiful daughters, very grown up now, who used to go, "Oh, you're so weird, Mum," and now think I'm actually weird in a good way. But Molly had really bad eczema, and I'm interested in ingredients. So I met an amazing man, Dr. Mariano Spiezia, who actually was the founder of all of our formulations and had experience in oncology as well as being a homeopath. Amazing man. And we started to work together, and Made for Life Organics was an evolution of that. So all the formulations came from a space of a doctor wanting to create products that were safe for everybody. So there was one layer there. It's like a layer cake, this. And then the next bit was learning that we couldn't treat at Veen our clients living with cancer because of the brand that we were using. And then the other bit was I was invited to a moving forward day by the Mermaid Centre. And you know what I discovered is that you can have the most amazing conversations when you're giving a hand or a foot massage, because you can connect. These things are the windows to the soul. And I had the most amazing conversations with women with cancer about them being turned away from spas and so on and so forth. And I left that Moving Forward Day, which was run by the NHS, and I thought, I can't bear this, that women are being turned away. And in Cornwall, because much as it's a beautiful space, there's the highest proportion of social isolation as well.
Okay.
And a very high rate of poverty. And what I found is lots of women with cancer had nowhere to go. So I thought, I can change that, because I got a hotel. And so we started running
together.
Yeah, started running tea and therapy events, created a treatment working with somebody who's still a very dear friend, Shani. And it was probably a bit woo-woo for 2003, because it was about breathing and connecting and dysregulation and bringing yourself into the parasympathetic state, and a bit woo-woo then.
Yeah.
On trend now. But anyhow, it's...
That's crazy that it's taken 23 years.
Well, 23 years.
Yeah.
And so it worked. We trialled it, and it was called Head in Heaven, and it was a 90-minute ritual where the therapist made a very deep connection with the person, very slow movements, very light touch, which is one of the things you need to think about in terms of treating people with cancer, both here and physiologically. And that was the Made for Life birth, I guess, really, of bringing it all together and then going, now can we do this? Now can we do that? So it's a layer cake.